Okay, there's apparently this small-time creator that has apparently been accused of being a psychopath, and yeah, I heard some additional context behind the story, and I'm just not buying the story. Um, before I explain why, I'm going to explain a little bit of myself just to tell you guys where I'm coming from with this. My name is 31 Winty, also known as Winterman P. I've been a Discord server moderator of a prominent German Vocaloid fan club, and recently I was promoted to a moderator for an even larger Battlefield, the video game, franchise community. I've been building experiences as a server moderator since circa 2017 to 2018, and I also got to be a hall monitor back in 2008 at public school. I got a special service award for my services. I'm also an arbiter in training as an arbiter in the world of chess. An arbiter is basically a referee in a game of chess. They're basically they basically enforce the rules. They well the in okay in over the board chess, the players are supposed to know all the rules by themselves. So if if anything goes wrong, it's the player's responsibility to call it out, and they can be penalized for getting it wrong. They can be penalized for actually breaking the rules and what have you. The penalties are usually a set number of time on added to the opponent's clock. Um, anyway, I already have experience running 3 chess tournaments on my own, one of them being a Swiss, which means I had to use a piece of software called SwissSys to facilitate that Swiss system. Okay, so here's the scenario. An old fable tells of a tale where a dog falsely accuses of a sheep of, oh, God damn it, of not repaying a loaf of bread the former claims to have loaned. The fox, kite, and vulture, all false witnesses, back the dog in their false testimonies, winning the case before a judge pretty much handily. As punishment, the dog gets to eat the sheep's heart, and the other remains are split amongst the fox, the kite, and the vulture. The moral of the story: where witnesses can be bought, men of small conscience little fear the laws. Does that sound familiar? Can we truly say that this small name VTuber is apparently a psychopath, especially when VTubers and moderators alike are already quite infamous for not only abusing their power but going on a power trip and just using their clout like it's their weapon. And moderator overreach slash abuse is rather the norm and not an anomaly. Was she truly a psychopath? I mean, there's a chance, a rather minuscule chance, but if you're going to make the accusation, the odds of you being right are against you. They're stacked heavily against you. These are some of these are some of the testimonies of other people who had to suffer similar cases of admin abuse. And even as a Discord server moderator myself, I have gone through an awful lot of these moderator abuses myself. So I know exactly what it's like to be in their shoes. Again, here's one. Most recently, I found a streamer that was very fun to interact with and was struggling with the game that I knew a lot of tips and tricks about. Their mod decided to tell me don't backseat, but then the streamer told them I wasn't, and all of a sudden, because their precious senpai was giving attention to someone else, they decided to make a personal vendetta against me. Yeah, from the same link, there's one about like there are 4 types of officers. The third type are diligent and stupid. They're a mess and should be fired at once since they create unnecessary work for everyone. Unfortunately, a lot of Manstanian third types get chosen as mods on Twitch. Here's some more testimonies here. The worst mods always do too much, never too little. My mod rule is if it's not clearly a thing, don't do anything. A streamer I watched banned me from her community because I was inappropriate and rude in chat, but did not tell me what I said wrong, and then banned me out of nowhere. Then she blocked me on all of her social media. Her mods were jerks to me and were even making insensitive comments about another SimTuber who had nothing to do with them, who was having a hard time. She, for some reason, contacted my family, but won't tell me what she did or what she said or why. She won't tell me where she discovered my private Gmail accounts, and I think of someone from her community posted my address and place of work online and won't talk to me. I've had similar scenarios as well. Like, there was this one particular streamer, I won't name the streamer in question. Um, she was doing a subathon and her subathon ended abruptly, and I was like, oh, it didn't turn out so bad. Like, I wasn't even trying to like, I wasn't even disappointed about her subathon. I was genuinely being like, hey, you did a pretty good job, and she was like, her moderators were like, oh, you did this and this, and all of a sudden I was muted for like a I was muted for 24 hours, and then before that, those 24 hours came to be, and I was just permanently banned out of nowhere. Like, they apparently had a 3-strike system, which they didn't even follow their own protocol. Like, let that sink in. These are the types of moderators that are ruining like everything. Like, and the majority of moderators in general are like this. I'm like the outlier that doesn't attempt to overreach anything. Like, these types of admin abuse are the norm. Let that sink in. Analysis from Grok says growing trend in online stream communities where mod abuse is documented, with a 2023 Reddit study on Twitch showing 68% of reported mod issues involved power misuse rather than rule enforcement. Here's the problem with the arguments claiming that the small creator in question was being annoying just to hold attention. Like, these kinds of this type of language is like very commonplace for, especially with admins and moderators that like to just abuse their power for no reason at all. Like that's the kind of language that is commonplace for a lot of like even like VTubers. Even they just like to use that as an excuse to justify banning like innocent users just like deplatform them and just go on a big power trip and what have you. Like, sure, she was banned from multiple communities the same way, but in cases like these, the problem is not very likely to be her, as these kinds of moderator overreach is the norm, not an anomaly. Also, the streaming question, I heard some quotes. They called her a small brain. I mean, I get it. The streamer that was accused of insulting her like that, that was not the streamer. But somebody got called a small brain. That's not roleplay. That is straight up hate speech. And like this, what was his name? The something like Flork. Yeah, this stupid guy named Flork. He likes to claim that his talent did nothing wrong. The whole agency needs to undergo sensitivity training. This is just unacceptable. And just like that, the lie becomes the truth. Where witnesses can be bought, men of small conscience little fear the laws. And yeah, they just get away with murder because they have all the clout in the world, and because they have all the clout in the world, nobody is willing to speak out because they're all afraid of losing their jobs, and there's literally nobody available to keep these I can't even. I can't swear. These beep 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 beeps in check, and this is what happens. And this is coming from somebody who is a Discord server moderator myself. Even as a moderator myself, this is unacceptable. This is the type of moderator that you're seeing. Like these are the types of moderators that are all making these testimonies. They're all claiming, oh, she's a psychopath. She's a psychopath. Look at this. Was she really being a psychopath? Or are we witnessing another one of these? Ask yourselves.